about cryptos, Tyson. I know, Chris, you went in on the Cardano, but there's some, and that was a couple of weeks ago. I know that. Hopefully you buy more in on that because it's certainly at a good buying place.
Not worried about it. Yep.
Okay.
I see it pulling back to 150. I'll buy more. It's fine. I'm just
okay.
Honestly, all I'm doing every week is setting chart alarms. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm keeping tabs on cryptos. I'm buying, levels I want to buy at, and I'm just being patient. That's all.
Okay. So a strategy that I've been using on cryptos, and Tyson, you can go ahead and comment on this as well. You're the expert on this one right here. So we've seen that we're getting over the last 24 hours. We do see that we're starting to see a market cap starting to trade lower. We're seeing a lot of altcoins dip over here at the start of Monday. But if you look at Friday compared to Friday to Sunday, we actually had some good rally. I spoke about it in one of my sessions on Friday. I spoke about on a couple of cryptos. One of them being Uniswap. Uniswap rallied over the weekend 35%. And so my thing here on these altcoins is that they're not my long-term holds anymore. They are really short-term buy opportunities because if you take a look at any of these cryptos right here, and we mentioned one this morning, and I also spoke about another trade on, let's take a look here, on Chainlink. We bought on Friday at $22.40 on Friday on Chainlink, and it was down for the week. It was down 25% for the week, which means this. If you buy at that level, and I'll show you the chart, what the chart looks like, but if you buy at that level and you just make it to the open of the week from the previous week, you've made yourself 25%. Forget about the targets to the upside. You can make 25% on these gains. So when I look at these, when I look at the different altcoins and I start speculating on which ones to go ahead and trade, all I'm chasing after is these opportunities that altcoins have dropped 25, 30%, and that's the way to get back in. But it's always supported by what the Bitcoin is sitting up right now, how Bitcoin's set up. So let's go to the charts and let's go ahead and reflect what's going on here on the chart, because I think it's important that we address this right here. Check this out. So here's Bitcoin sitting at right here. Take a look at Bitcoin. I've got a lot of chatter saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go lower than 42,000 this year. If it's going to go low, it's going to be a little peak, and it's going to come back up again. We're sitting at a key level right here at 42,000. 42,000, Bitcoin's going to hold above 42,000. We're chasing after. This is going to be the next target. Next target for Bitcoin is going to be up here at 57,000. At 57,000, now I'm going to start getting worried. Now, we did have a sell-off because of the lockdown against cryptos in China. We did have, not lockdowns, but bans on cryptos in China. But we have seen a recovery since the last conversation we had Friday. So there is definitely support holding Bitcoin, and it's not breaking through the 42. No matter what China says, we're not breaking through 42 right here. 57 is going to be the next upside. So I'm going to say that because we're in a fourth wave structure, and fourth waves are more complicated, then that means when we go to these altcoins, and let's go to the one that we spoke about right here, Chainlink. You go to Chainlink right here. This is the reason why we bought into Chainlink, because price had gone ahead and had a nice little rally right here. We pulled back. It got to the 1.27, and it created an irregular flat. Irregular flat is when it takes out the lows right here, you start buying. So this is why we started buying here, but we definitely put in additional orders here saying, hey, we want to buy at these levels if market drops down a little further, but we're buying at this level. And if we can go to the target of this one right here, we're looking at price moving up. Look at that percentage. We're looking at 78, call it 80% return just on this last swing right here. And that's moving from about $22 to $41 or $42 in the current move. And that's one of the pairs, and there's so many of these listed. Solana, not Solana, it's Chainlink is one of them. Uniswap is the other one. We've got Solana, that's the other one as well, that's doing really well. And then, of course, you've got I'm getting mixed up here with the names here.
You got Dogecoin.
I was thinking Doge or Shiba Inu, one of the two.
Yeah.
Listen here, don't rule out Doge. No, it's Polkadot. There we go. Sorry, Polkadot. But don't rule out Doge.
So I'm gonna agree with everything you just said. I actually last week became, I got to tell you, we're in a scenario, and I think we're getting close to a scenario where we may see some flushes down. We may see some flushes down to levels that are kind of crazy. I mean, we could see a flash crash to 25 or 30,000, but it's going to be bid aggressively. It's going to be one of those overnight, if you weren't in front of your screens for that 1 hour, you missed it type of moves. But I got to tell you guys, I think we're running into some scenarios where if you can buy at these levels, I'll give you a couple examples of some coins that I think are just sitting, just steals right now with massive potential. I think Litecoin is so overlooked. I want you guys to think about this. Litecoin has the longest average hold time of all coins on CoinMarketCap or Coinbase, I mean, which means the people that are in it, they're in it, man. It's
diamond hands.
They're holding, exactly. And it's got a finite supply. It's mineable. It's got all the makings for something that I love. Now it's boring, right? It's one of those that I think you just need to sit on. You wake up one day and it could be at $5,000. If Bitcoin goes to $1.5 million in the next 10 years, which is where I believe it's going to go, that's my target. I mean, Litecoin could be at 20,000 or more. So my point is this: I think we're running into some levels, guys, that I don't think there's going to be a trader out there that's going to outperform buying and holding in some of these coins. XLM, the potential of XLM is massive. For it sitting under 30 cents, 35 cents is, if it becomes what it could become, even a fraction of what Ripple supposedly is going to be. Guys, it's working with IBM, and it's working on what's called the World Wire right now, really being used in real use. XLM is huge. Another one that's really, I love Chainlink long-term, but then there's also one called Quant, QNT, that is very interesting. What it's trying to be is it's trying to be blockchain agnostic. What it wants to be is it wants to be the indexer of all these amazing technologies that's built off the blockchain. Hey, you want to use Ethereum? Great. You want to use Cardano? You want to use Lisk? You want to use Algorand? Awesome. We'll index it all. And creators, you can go out there and pull all these different resources from the different blockchains and create something amazing. It's almost like, imagine a phone, right? A phone has, 87 different components in this phone. Well, QNT is trying to be that group that brings all those components together, create awesome products. So I think there's, and then what happened in China, guys, you can't make this stuff up. Sometimes the markets are kind of poetic. What happened in China was amazing. In September of 2017, China comes out and bans cryptocurrency exchanges, citizens using cryptocurrency exchanges. They come out and ban, I've got an alarm going off. They come out and ban any companies doing IPOs or ICOs. And the market sells off 25, 30%, followed by a 5x return higher. It goes from $4,000 down to $3,000, from $3,000 to $20,000 in 2 months. Yep. Guys, we could be setting up for this next explosion move higher. I think it's happening, and I think China's playing a bunch of games behind our back, and they want to accumulate more. So I look at this as a buying opportunity.
Yeah, I do too. And if you actually take a look over here at, let me go ahead and show the chart here. If you take a look at just as you mentioned right there on Litecoin, and I absolutely agree on that as well, because it's down 15% in the last 7 days, and that doesn't mean people must fear this. That means people must get excited about that, because that's a 15% gain you can gain very quickly from just getting to the highs of 7 days ago. And so if you look at the way the chart is set up here in Litecoin, same scenario as we saw with the Chainlink. Here is your rally. Price goes up to the 144 right here, turns back, comes back into the boundary, and now going deeper. This is buy zone right here. It's an irregular flat. We talk about it all the time in my trading rooms. It's an irregular flat. Is a great buying pattern that is now set up here on Litecoin. So I agree. Litecoin is a more stable coin. It's one of the coins that you want to put into your hollow box and keep it there and don't lose it. I think
it's going to be stable until it's not. I think it's going to be like, oh, boring. You wake up one day and it's $1,200, and it's like, oh, what the heck happened?
Well, that's the thing. You see, there's certain coins you want to keep, and there's certain coins you want to get rid of very quickly. So you make your money, get your big returns on that, but get out of those. I don't want to any of these smaller altcoins. are good buying opportunities to make money quick, but then to get out quick. Just as much as you get in, you get out. And that's the same for Ripple. Not Ripple, but Loopring. Loopring was a good buy for us. We bought it at 15, 20 cents. When it rallied up and got to 80 cents, we cashed out very quick. We had a spike in it. We cashed out. My son Cameron called me up and says, "Dad, do you see where Loopring is at?" I'm like, "No." He says, "It's high." I said, "Cash out." I said, "Don't even think about it. I'm not even looking at the chart." I'm like, "Just get your money, get out." And I asked him one simple question: "Is anything else moving strong?" And he said, "No, just a Loopring." I said, "Cash out. Let's go." And that's what you do with those type of coins.
Great job.
All right, fantastic. Good. We had a lot of conversation right here today. Good to be back, guys. We're going to be back next week, same time. And don't forget, Tyson mentioned, once again, Tyson, want to mention again about the webinars that's happening this week?
Yeah, 7 p.m. tonight. Going to be I'm really excited about this. It is a staple, a foundation of it. And honestly, I'm going to make a bold statement. I think what we're going to talk about tonight, it's been one of my staple income providers for many years. I think it's actually starting to become one of Chris's bread and butters. And it's going to slowly and more build into a foundation of his forever.
Yeah, you'll see it. I mean, in the webinar, I mean, we've had nothing but incredible feedback. And what I love about it, Tyson, is, somebody doesn't have to have, typically we're looking at stocks and options traders that have, 25K, 50K, 100K, big accounts. I mean, just to get started and learn this, you can start out with $1,000, a couple $1,000 to get started and still generate some pretty solid returns. And again, the best part is, it's very strategy centric. It's very formula driven and easy to learn. And Tyson and I are happy to show you. So I've got the webinar posted in the chat today. So check it out.
It's got to be duplicatable. There's a lot of really cool things that Chris and I can do, but it takes years to learn. This is not one of those things. It's systematic. It's duplicate. It's a formula, which is really awesome.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. And I'm speaking to the students, not to Chris and Tyson, because they always here every week. But thanks, guys, for joining us and listening to the session today. We're going to be back again same time next week. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and we'll see everyone back again next week, same time, same place. This is the team saying cheerio.